The lack of discussion about weather modification in the West and Wikipedia's skimpy definition on climate engineering may lead you to think it's all very new technology. Actually, the first rain-making patent was filed over 100 years ago in 1891, and artificial cloud cover patents were filed almost 100 years ago in 1927, along with cloud seeding in 1947, which is the process that climatologists use to create rain. By 1952, headlines like this exonerated our technological success with weather manipulation. Then, in 1962, after President Lyndon Johnson asserted, "He who controls the weather controls the world," the subject seemed to disappear. Naturally, many people were not aware of the use of weather as a weapon of war. So programs like Project Popeye in the 60s went unnoticed. Popeye viciously cloud-seeded Vietnam to worsen their monsoon storms. And Project Nile Blue attempted to affect the sugar industry in Cuba. One atmospheric scientist, Ken Caldera, shared that in a meeting discussing weather warfare, some of the ideas that were considered included creating tidal waves that would destroy a shoreline, or putting pathogens in a cloud. Though it's a little-known topic, the relevance of weather warfare is so important, it's been compared to the power achieved when scientists split the atom. Dane Wigington is a fierce fighter for weather modification transparency, and he says that weather modification is the crown jewel by which countries are destabilized or forced to allow occupation. He adds that a nation can be brought to its knees without even knowing they were at war.
What authorities are now calling a life-threatening storm about to hit the Gulf in just hours. Tropical Storm Barry is gaining strength right now. The outer band's hitting already tonight. You can see the roads there covered in water. Driving conditions worsening at this hour, and look at the flooding already. This could very well make landfall in Louisiana as a hurricane. The levees in New Orleans will be tested. And just look at the size of this tonight. Emergency officials are warning not just about the storm itself. This is the highest the Mississippi River has ever been, with a storm of this size set to hit. President Trump tonight already declaring a state of emergency. Meteorologist Rob Marciano is there. He leads us off.
Tonight, Barry churning its way onto the Gulf Coast. The slow-moving tropical storm now nearing hurricane strength, with winds over 60 miles per hour already pushing water inland. Thousands scrambling to pack up and get out. This gas station running out of fuel.
As you can see, there's already gas running out at these pumps. Several of these pumps no longer have gas. In fact, only 2 are up and running right now.
Store shelves emptying too. Officials warning this is a life-threatening storm and the clock is ticking.
Time is short. If you have preparations that you need to complete, now is the time.
This is Dauphine Street, New Orleans, right here. After a couple hours of non-stop rain, several feet of water.
Whoa! What the heck, bro? Oh my gosh.
2 Americans are among the at least 20 people killed in an attack at a hotel in Somalia. ABC's Stephanie Ramos has more from Washington on this breaking story. Good morning to you, Stephanie.
Eva, good morning. Officials say this happened in the southern Somali port city of Kismayo. It started with a suicide car bombing at the entrance gate of a hotel. Then gunmen stormed the hotel. The attack lasted more than 14 hours and ended when Somali forces shot and killed all the attackers inside that hotel compound.
In eastern Libya, Haftar's warships patrolled the coast. They were recently sent to the eastern oil port of Ras Lanouf, east of Sirte city, to support his troops deployed in the nearby Al Sidra oil terminal. Libya has been under a UN arms embargo for the past 8 years. Despite that, weapons from foreign backers continue to be delivered.
Cars and motorbikes buried in mud after rivers quickly rose above their danger levels and burst their banks. Streets have been flooded, the water flowing into homes. Since Thursday, it's been raining steadily across Nepal, triggering flash floods and landslides. Hundreds of people have been evacuated from their homes, and rescuers have been searching for those reported missing. Emergency services have also recovered some bodies.
First delivery of the S-400 system was flown into the Murted airbase near the capital Ankara, with several more scheduled over the next few days. The US says it's ready to impose sanctions and is threatening to stop supplying Turkey with its F-35 fighter jets.
RV encampments are surging along the peninsula, and they're attracting people from all walks of life.
You can see this collection of RVs parked along South Park Plaza Drive. Officials say this is an example of a growing problem with homelessness.
Homeless people will be shuttled into temporary shelters in Golden Hill.
And Vanessa, this area is fenced off with barbed wire up here. It's also blocked off by another fence below. They've been setting up tents at the transitional camp area, and they'll start by bringing in women and kids tomorrow morning.
This is the land God forgot.
Stay there and sleep.
Large chunks of East Village festering with filth.
Watchtowers up here. The watchtowers help us pick out anyone that gets rowdy so we can pull them out
quickly. Welcome to Queer Kid Stuff. Welcome to Queer Kid Stuff. Welcome to Queer Kid Stuff. I'm Lindsay.
And I'm Teddy.
And today we're going to talk about the word queer. Today we're talking about consent. Today we're celebrating Pride Month. Today we're going to talk about gender and gender expression.
Lactatia is the devious diva you could ever think of. I've been wearing like my sister's tutus since I was like 3s and 4s, even like 2s, and I've been dancing around in like little pink dresses and stuff. So yeah, I think I've had lactation inside of me since I was born.
But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of light, and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet, the hope of salvation. For God hath not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Jesus Christ, who died for us, that whether we wake or sleep, we should live together with him.